Hey, what's going on, guys? Obviously, Mr. Herr here. A little different than we're used to doing these things. Um, you know, First and foremost, I hope everybody's healthy. Hope everybody. Hey, Taden. I hope everybody is doing well. Um, I miss seeing you guys, and I know maybe deep down some of you are saying the same thing. That man, it's kind of took that for granted. Always getting together and seeing one another. Um, yeah, so Hempfield said that we have the AOK to start going back and forth with some optional lessons. So it's a lot of review. I can already feel some of you rolling your eyes and being like, you mean I got to do this all over again? Yeah, but I'll try to make it as achievable, A, and as useful, B, as possible. But it's unique. Hi, Jaden. It's one of those where you're gonna see kids running around the back. Like, just get used to it. It's one of those where you know I pride myself on being honest with you guys and gals. Like, I don't know how this is gonna play. I don't know. If we're gonna be back in April 6th when they say so or not. Your guess is as good as mine. Um, but I also think that it's important that we realize that there's some positives that can come out of this. I mean, we all sort of realize how much we enjoy getting together publicly, and maybe next time that comes to fruition, we can have a better outlook about it. Maybe we can give each other a little more grace, have um, a little better understanding that you know it could be it could be a lot worse than coming to school and seeing one another. Even if it's not always the best day, it's still pretty fun. Hey, Lex. Um, so that's sort of where we're at for today. If you're saying, Mister, yes, I love you too, sweetheart. If you're saying, Mister, what are we looking to do today? We're going to kick it old school. We're going to go with nominal, ordinal, ratio, and interval. Okay. If you're saying, man, I don't have any recollection what any of that stuff is, well, I got you. Nominal, think of like a label. For instance, I'm brunette. That doesn't make me less than, my daughter who's a blonde. We're just different. Okay. So nominal, think like categories, non rankable, right? And then we have ordinal. Ordinal is rankable, but it's not a number. So we're talking about things like letter grades. Like an A minus is better than a B plus, but obviously they're not numbers, but they are rankable. Or the restaurants that hopefully are still booming, fingers crossed. It could be a 4-star restaurant, it could be a 3-star restaurant. Not necessarily numerics because they're symbols, but it's rankable. Then we have interval. Interval is a number, but it really comes down to the term zero. Zero doesn't mean the absence of a quantity. For instance, my refrigerator right now, it says 0 degrees Celsius. That doesn't mean that there's an absence of heat. It just means it's 0 degrees, right? You can also always think about that, whether or not it can traverse from positive to negative. If it does, that usually means, not always, but that usually means that zero doesn't mean an absence of quantity. But then lastly, we have ratio. If we're talking about how much money does Mr. Herr have in his wallet right now? Zero. That's an absence of money, so that's a ratio. Um, you know, how many Hempfield students have I seen today? Zero. That's an absence of Hempfield students that I've seen. Miss you guys, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is unique. I've never seen anything like it. But you know what? We can either let our heads hang low and think about how rough we have it, or we can say, hey, here we go. Let's make the best out of this thing. So, I hope this was not too bad. There's an attached worksheet. Knock it out. I'll kick the key to it as well. It should be all in the same attachment. And I'll talk to you guys before long. All right. Feel free to post, some comments. I'd love to know how you're doing. If you want to throw down some short, amusing stories, keep the old man in the loop. Oh, there, and Lexi saying bye. Hey, be good, you guys.